Well, there's an exam today. I think I have cried. You can't get away. I know 'cause I tried. You know p-values need a z-score. I wonder what my neighbors think. Now don't you go cheating, 'cause baby I told you to take some pride. And you should be proud of what you have done in this class. Let's take just one moment and say thank you for taking this class. We're constantly working to improve it and to ask ourselves, what could an online class be? And your evaluations are really important to us. We want to know ways that we can make this class better, and we appreciate you being a part of that. Now, if you hated the class and you're glad that you're done with it, okay, I get that. But if you loved the class and said this really wasn't that bad, I want you to consider Stat 3050. That is the next class. And we teach lots of introductory statistics, but there's only a few students that take Stat 3050, which is why it's only offered once a year currently. If we can get more interest in it, we can offer it more. And it emphasizes more of the doing research, actual real interesting problems, and how do you explain that to someone. So if you want more information, ask me about it. And so we're approaching the final, which you should be used to how it works. You should have, if you're in Laramie, gotten the emails from Outreach Center, or if you're outside Laramie, go to your Outreach Center, or outside Wyoming, you should know who your proctor is. If you have a problem, you need to contact me early, especially because when the final comes up, there's a deadline to get grades in. And if you try to contact me after that deadline's passed, it's a little bit of a problem. You do get 2 pages of study notes, which is front and back, that's 4 sheets, but that should be way more than you need. I mean, you'll probably put the map on there, which takes up half a page to a page. But if you run out of room on your study notes, that's a problem. Please do not shrink every practice exam and homework question onto your paper. Students try that and it does not work. Unless you've never tried it, in which case you're supposed to try it at least once, and then you'll find out it doesn't work. You want a calculator, not any cell phone, and it's 120 minutes. I timed the test to take 100 minutes, but there are students who will take 300 minutes, and it's a little bit longer than the other exam, about twice as long, and you had 50 minutes, which is how I make it a 100-minute exam. But it should be you have more time. So relax, make sure that you're thinking about the questions, draw a picture. WebAssign doesn't have the type of question where I can say draw the picture on the screen and you like touch the screen. It'd be really cool. But since it doesn't have that capacity, students sometimes get out of the habit of drawing the picture of what they're doing and where their statistic is and what their p-value is. I'm telling you, keep drawing those pictures. It will help you to do well on the final. Many students say the final is easier than exam 2. I think that's just because with the extra month you get used to how hypothesis testing works, and that makes it a lot easier in their mind, even though it really should feel a lot like the same as the other exams. In fact, typically half of the final is stuff that could have been on exam 2, and the other half is new material since then. People ask, will there be questions from exam 1? Well, stuff in exam 1 shows up again. If you don't know stuff in exam 1, it'll get you somewhere, like what probability is or the difference between numerical and categorical. Now we're going to get results out as quickly as we can, but finals week is stressful for everyone, including me. I have several classes, so you may have to wait a week, which is longer than how long I like to take, but I want to make absolutely sure every question is doing the right thing. After that time is up, you only have a few days. You should look at that little announcement, make sure you know the schedule, because if you wait until after grades are posted to say, I think something's wrong with my exam, then it gets a lot trickier to try to change a grade. But beforehand, take a look at your exam, make sure you're happy with the partial credit that you've got, and we want to make sure that your grade is accurate because you have worked hard in this class, and the final is a celebration of all the stuff you can finally do now.